What is Arctiq Summit?
Arctiq Summit really was coming out of services organization. So we have the unique perspective of having many elite individuals in their space wanting to make a difference. The challenge that we had was organizations didn't know how to measure it. So we developed Summit to take our skills from the services organization, make them something that we could qualify as a capability or a quantitative measurement, and then allow those businesses to track it month to month, year to year, so they have better insights into how well they're doing, hopefully with the help of our services.
What applications are included with Summit?
Based on Arctiq's portfolio of the things that we focus on within our services division, it's application modernization. So that aligns with DevOps EQ, helping with software delivery and SDLC and CI/CD. After that, we added a zero trust model, which is focused on your ability to incorporate security controls across applications, cloud, and so on, whatever portfolio. We're currently developing and finishing up our M-Cube SRE, which is focusing on observability, which is another division of our services practice. And then following or subsequently, we'll have the AppGene, which is going to be an area that's currently not too developed in the market, which is application security.
Who is Summit for?
We realized that organizations don't know what to prioritize. We also realized that the C-levels don't know if they've done enough. So just making a course and setting a roadmap doesn't actually let the organization know if they executed or how well they've executed. So we developed Summit to take all aspects of the information technology division, give them insights into different divisions, different leaders, take away the smoke and mirrors and make it a clear metric for multiple reasons. One, Gartner is something that most leaders use to give them guidance, but it's very product oriented. It doesn't actually tell you how it helps you and if it's helping you. So just by picking a product doesn't actually mean the organization is going to fare well. So within Summit, we've turned that around and said, what capabilities and what maturity do you have compared to your peers, your vertical, your country, or if you want to do it globally? So we're giving you insights that are drawn from Gartner, but give you insights for your own organization, how well you're doing over time. Additionally, sometimes you need to set a direction for an organization. So what we've done, instead of letting people articulate to each other what the objectives are, within Summit, you set your objectives for the issues that you see. And then from there, everyone can see how they're doing in tracking towards that. And from there, they can target the areas that are weakest or improve or get more support from leaders where they need either financial assistance, more prioritization, more funding, more staff.
What business outcomes can Summit deliver?
I always go with the analogy of organizations that are nimble have very, very reliable and advanced methodologies, while larger organizations slowly fall behind due to technical debt. So what we've done is we've taken those capabilities, given them to larger organizations in a way that they can measure and track, but it actually sets the direction of very large ships. So for example, if you're doing deployments across 1,000 applications, and you aggregate the data across the 1,000 applications, what are the patterns that are of most interest to you that are degraded? So let's say it's quality testing is your most difficult area and you need the most investment. It'll also help steer the ship across 1,000 applications. So we're aggregating the data of elite practices for organizations that may or may not know them, and then tracking them for you so that you can prioritize which ones you should be doing. And it goes across application security, CI/CD, zero trust methods, and then observability. So it's really how a modern organization wants to deliver services to customers.
What products or services does Summit replace?
So anytime an organization goes down digital transformation, they want to know, am I doing the right things and am I doing enough of each of it? So you need a few things. You need Gartner for industry insights. You need a market research company to tell you what your competitors are doing and how they're doing it. And then lastly, you might bring in a GSI to give you, recommended directions. So Summit replaces all of them. Gartner becomes an industry insight tab that collates and curates all of the data analysis of all of the customers that we've already analyzed within the SaaS platform. The GSI, Consultation-as-a-Service, is what Summit actually is. So the intent of it is to provide you recommendations straight off of your data for the entire IT portfolio within minutes, if not hours, to give you the generalized insights, to give you your roadmap, the direction that you're looking for. And then from market research, you're going to know where your challenges are in comparison to your competitors, your vertical, potentially the country if you're trying to compare, or globally, so you know where you should be focused, where others are focused. So you won't need to go to the market for any of those.
What are the next steps for my organization? How can I find out more about Summit?
So all organizations are at different levels of maturity, and usually they need to know what's going to be success. So we all know that a lot of digital transformation fails. It's usually around 70 to 75%. And that's because it's based on hearsay. It's not based on data. So if you're looking to set your organization on a path that's actually going to be quite successful and tracked over time for continuous improvement, led by an organization that maintains and retains highly specialized elite individuals in the engineering and IT practice, come and check it out. The Summit's going to be built upon their skills and practices, and hopefully you'll work with our services team to make it a reality versus just find out what's the direction you need to go.